a record-setting petition in Canadian history. This official Parliament of Canada petition had 400,000 signatures asking to remove Trudeau from office. Now, people have been asking for an update on this one, and there's not much of an update until it actually hits the floor of Parliament. And well, yesterday, that's exactly what happened. This was read out by Michelle Ferreri, who's the sponsoring member of Parliament for this petition. We'll get into what the petition's all about, but this was the reading that took place yesterday.
I rise today to present E-Petition 4701, the highest signed E-Petition in Canadian history with 387,487 signatures.
It's an impressive petition. Wow.
The petitioners state that they have lost confidence in the Prime Minister. The petitioners ask the state and the current government is not acting in the best interest of all citizens. And the petitioners call upon the House of Commons to call for a vote of non-confidence in a federal election 45 days following the vote.
And the applause ensues.
I just want to apologize to the Honourable Member of Peterborough Kawartha. I always forgot the Kawartha part. The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary, the Honourable Deputy House Leader.
Yeah, I will top that. Mr. Speaker, I have to...
Oh, okay, and then it moves on. Right. That's where we're going. I guess that's about it. Now, Mark Garrison, he brought forward a petition with 30 signatures. Said he was going to top that. We're going to get to that later. Let's not make this about Mark Garrison. Anyway, this is the petition that went out. 400,000, nearly 400,000 signatures on this. And you might say, well, look at that compared to the population of Canada. Well, look at voter turnout in this country, and then look at how many people who are, likely voters who turned out to sign this petition, and how many people actually knew about this. That's really what it comes down to. 400,000 signatures, breaking massive records with this one. Now, the petition in the House of Commons was originally brought forward by Melissa Outwater from Peterborough, Ontario. She wanted this petition brought forward. To do a petition, you bring it forward, and then an MP has to sponsor it. So this was Michelle Ferreri, her MP, and she brought it forward to the House of Parliament. Now, what is the petition about? The petition is we are the citizens have lost confidence in Justin Trudeau and the Liberal NDP coalition. Let's not forget that the NDP are largely behind all of this. It's the undemocratic way of having a majority government in Parliament by having one that's not even the official opposition, even smaller, join in a coalition. They want to say it's not a coalition because there are rules around coalitions. This is an unsigned agreement and very undemocratic in that what it is. We call in the House for a vote of no confidence. We ask for an election within 45 days if the vote is won. Now, when this vote is going to occur, we're not sure. There was no announcement based on this in this video, in this them reading of the petition. But I'm assuming it will be coming to the House of Parliament, the House of Commons soon. As soon as it does, I'll be reporting on that. And we're expecting they're probably going to vote this down. This is really what this comes down to, is putting it forward that this many Canadians are concerned about Canada in a very active way, and watch the Liberal NDP coalition shoot it down. This is going to largely be a political scene, so don't get your hopes up that it's going to be an election within 45 days of this actually being brought forward, but it is a big move in the right direction. The current government elected is not acting in the best interests of all citizens, and we're going to watch that happen as they probably likely are going to shoot down this petition. Now, True North reported on this a month ago as it closed. I haven't seen any new news stories on this as of this morning. Record-setting anti-Trudeau petition closes with 387,000 signatures. A viral petition calling for a vote of no confidence against Justin Trudeau government has closed, amassing 386,698 for the people who want the specificity of how many signatures exactly. In the month it was open for Canadians to sign. So it was only open for 1 month. There's a short window for people to get out there, even learn about it, and then put their signature down. Petition E4701, initiated by Melissa Outwater from Peterborough, Ontario, and sponsored by Conservative MP Michelle Ferrari, called for a vote of non-confidence and a federal election within 48 days should the vote pass. Now, this is a normal thing in Parliament. If there's a vote of no confidence, that's what happens. It triggers an election. And this is actually kind of common when it comes to a minority government. Votes of no confidence are things. It's tough for a minority government to make it through the entire 4 years of their term. They usually go, an election is usually triggered ahead of time. The petition was launched on November 24th, closed on Christmas Eve. Present for everybody in Canada. True North has previously covered the petition when it surpassed 121,000 signatures in its first 6 days. Outwater said that she created the petition based on advice given by Trudeau himself. Wow, that's interesting. When he was testifying in the Emergencies Act inquiry, he let Canadians know that we have a democratic process and we should be using it, said Outwater. Absolutely, and this is what's happening. But this is the thing. Other people are trying to usurp this democratic process and do it in anti-democratic ways. Now, we have Mark Garrison trying to make it all about him. We saw him, he gets the floor right afterwards saying, I'm gonna one-up this one. And so what does he do? He tries to one-up this one.
Mr. Speaker, I have today with me a petition that's been called upon by Canadians that specifically address the fact that this House no longer unanimously supports Ukraine.
Okay, blah, blah, blah. It's some political move. Now, long story short, the Liberals, they brought forward, this is a trade deal with Ukraine. They added carbon taxes to it, knowing that the Conservatives would vote against it, but that the Liberal NDP coalition would vote largely for it regardless. But they've been using this as a political tool because the Conservatives has said they're completely against carbon taxes. Now, of course, this is I mean, you can turn this around and say that the Liberals, if they're going to use this as a political game, how much do they support Ukraine? I mean, does anybody support Ukraine at this point other than politicians? I'm not sure. Maybe leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about that whole thing. But he's saying, never in my 8 years as a member of Parliament have I ever been heckled while trying to present a petition on behalf of Canadians. Today was a first. Of course, this is largely a political stunt. Because, well, Marty up north points it out, poor little Mark, he was interrupted in the House of Commons while trying to present a petition with 30 signatures. Meanwhile, Michelle Ferrari presented one with almost 400,000 signatures. I look forward to Mark's justification for ignoring the wishes of 387,000 Canadians. Yeah, of course. Good try with that one. And even on the video itself here by Underrated Democracy, put in here, Mark's petition has 30 signatures and it was a paper petition. He probably made that petition and had 30 Liberal MPs sign it. Of course, yeah, that's easy to do. Why am I not subscribed to this channel? I'm going to include that. Everybody, encourage you to go over and subscribe yourself. Link is in the description down below. But I'm going to leave this one at that. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. People have been asking for an update on this petition and where it's going in Parliament. Well, this is where it goes. It goes through the process. So it's been brought up. I'm not sure when that vote is going to happen, but as soon as it does, I will be giving an update on that. I assume that it's going to be struck down because, you know, the only opposition to this coalition, as you could see, even the Bloc Québécois is behind this Liberal NDP coalition, the carbon tax coalition, they're calling it. This is the only opposition to it. And because the Conservatives at the moment are in minority, despite the polling numbers showing that they are clearly in a majority in favor of most Canadians, well, this is why an election is something that most Canadians are looking forward to. So I'll keep you posted on this and where it's going. But as always, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. And of course, we'll see you in the next one. Keep on trucking.